need to be distracted. I can't worry about the whole world. I need to worry about the story of the Titanic. It's told in a way you've never heard before. It's Kindred Spirits, a Titanic Tale, a new adult historical fantasy spanning the time between the ship's sinking in 1912 and the modern party scene of Manhattan. Joining us today is the author, Nelson Aspen. Nice to have you back on Good Day.
Good to see you, Rosanna.
What is it with you and the Titanic?
Well, I've been a lifelong Titanic enthusiast long before the DiCaprio movie, long before Dr. Ballard found the wreck. It's just always been appealing to me. I even co-host a Titanic Talk podcast. But I had various clues over the years to my connection to a passenger who perished on the Titanic.
Is that true?
It's very true.
You're not making this up for the book?
No. I don't necessarily believe in reincarnation, but I couldn't dispute the facts of my own connection to this one individual passenger, like Dennis Leary from Worcester, Massachusetts.
Right.
And I thought, wouldn't it be a great story if I took this repressed character from real life, this Edwardian gentleman, and a modern-day extrovert, you know, on the scene in modern Manhattan.
I know.
So it's two souls, one body, sharing this experience, and they time travel between the Titanic and the present day to solve a mystery. So it's a bit of a ghost story, it's a little bit sexy, and it's an odd couple story.
I think there's a little naughtiness in here, too.
Yeah, I can't write without a little bit of naughty.
I mean, because in the movie, you know, with Leo DiCaprio and Kate Winslet, there was some naughty scenes.
And that, yeah, the hand on the steamy car thing.
So
I learned from Jackie Collins, you have to put a little bit of spice into everything.
I know, so that works. How did you research for this book?
Well, as I said, this has been coming to me in clues through my entire life, regardless of Titanic.
Give me an idea.
Well, for example, still to this day, my name is Nelson. I'm a journalist. I pride myself on enunciation, and yet still to this day, people call me Milton. I'll get a delivery at a Starbucks, and they'll say, "Milton, your coffee's ready." And just things like that, dreams that likened to things I found out about Milton's demise aboard the Titanic. And a lot of people say, "Oh yeah, I'm reincarnated. I was Julius Caesar, or I was Marilyn Monroe."
Right.
But no, I'm not a notable person. I'm not Molly Brown. I'm not Captain Smith. I'm a first-class passenger from Worcester, Massachusetts, named Milton Long.
Wow. So did you ever do like a 23andMe or anything like that to see if there are any roots? I guess you don't want to shatter.
I like the adventure. It just continues. I'm 61 years old, and this has been happening to me my whole life.
So it's all in this book that you kind of used your imagination on where this could go.
That's right. I wanted to give Milton a history. He passed away at the age of 29. We don't know a lot about him, so I reimagined a life for him.
Oh, that's so nice. Does it have a happy ending?
It has an ending. But as you know, I mean, if you believe in past lives and the metaphysical, nothing is ever really the end. So there's always the next life. Do you think you've had a past life, or are you on your first one?
I'm not sure, but a lot of people say I'm like my grandmother who died the month before I was born. So, there is that talk about being reincarnated as my grandmother.
Kindred Spirits.
Yeah.
Kindred Spirits.
And you talk, I guess, a lot about the book on your Titanic podcast?
That's right. It's called Titanic Talk, and it's available wherever you get your podcast. But it's interesting because everybody seems to have a fascination with Titanic. It's the story that never goes away, and it touches people in ways that other sad disasters don't. I mean, we romanticize Titanic in a way we wouldn't romanticize the Challenger explosion or 9/11. There's something about Titanic that touches everyone.
Huh. And this book, it's hot off the presses?
It's hot off the presses. You can get it on Amazon or ask for it at your local bookstore if you're over 18.
And, and you have a few events coming up.
I do. I'll be starting a world tour, a couple of dates in New York, but there we go.
See, April
Those are the
29th.
dates in New York, April 29th and May 2nd. April 15th is the actual anniversary of the sinking, the 113th anniversary. I'll be aboard the Queen Mary in Long Beach to honor that with some other Titanic historians. historians and authors, and I'll eventually get to Belfast, where Titanic was built. And I'll be at the Titanic Hotel, Distillery, and Museum to honor Milton all these years later, 113 years later.
Oh, I can't wait to dive into this book, Nelson.
No pun.
Right, exactly. Nelson Aspen, congratulations.
Thank you.
The book is called Kindred Spirits, A Titanic Tale. Good to see you. Okay, it's steamy. It's steamy, I could tell.